Shri Suresh Prabhuji, we'd like to welcome you here this evening. Thank you for joining us, part of the Indian Business Association, as well as the larger community, to be a part here.
Indian Business Association welcomes all elected officials and all special guests throughout New Jersey. Today's event, meet and greet with Shri Suresh Prabhu. Shri Suresh Prabhu has earned all these recognition by his exceptional work in union ministry with railway and aviation and politics. His selfless social work, his contribution to education, and his services towards betterment of India. IBA would like to congratulate Shri Prabhu for his outstanding work.
Indian diaspora is eagerly looking forward to see you, interact with you, and the cause you are doing, I just want to ensure you on behalf of IBA leadership, on behalf of entire Indian diaspora, with the political leaders like Ajay Patil and others, that sir, we are here to support your cause to whatever extent you need our help. We are there to support you, help you, and in any way we can be part of Rishihood. It will be our privilege and pleasure, sir. Thank you.
My name is Atar Parashar. I would like to welcome Honorable Mr. Suresh Prabhuji, and I would like to thank him for his effort in the field of education and shaping youth minds. Inspired by people like him, I have been involved with helping kids get educated through a non-profit organization called Unbounded Futures. And at present, we support 6 schools in India, USA, and Jamaica. We support roughly 800 students through our process as an Unbounded Futures team. Unbounded Futures is unbounded with only your support, so we appreciate all the support that has been given to us over the past few years, and we thank you all. I would like to thank IBA for providing me a platform to share our story, and thank you all for listening.
सर्वप्रथम माझा खूप खूप नमस्कार आणि मी IBAचे आभार मानते and thank you for joining us today. I had to speak in my Matrubhasha Marathi for all of those of you that might not know it. First and foremost, a huge thank you to India Business Association. The efforts that you do to promote Indian culture, business, values in New Jersey as well as across the United States are unparalleled. I had the opportunity to witness the India Day Parade this past year, and it was nothing like I've ever seen before. So many Indians outside of Mumbai, it was absolutely incredible. Secondly, thank you so much for joining us today. I had the opportunity to look at Rishihood University, and what you're doing to put India on the global map is just incredible. Please let us know how we can be, assist in your efforts. We would love to help you and support you in any way possible. And thank you all for coming here tonight to support. Thank you.
So I'll only say a few words here, but Shri Prabhuji, thank you for being here with us today, and thank you for IBA for recognizing me. I think hearing about Rishihood University and hearing about all of your efforts, it's been more inspiring to people like Atar, people like Vedehi and myself, along with millions others that are out there that are still finding this path to understanding entrepreneurship and the different high-impact areas that are really going to change the world here. So we're all in this together, and we're here to help you, and let us know how we can be of any help for Rishihood, and also how we can expand the efforts, not just in India, but also in the US, how we can build a stronger team here, and how we can bring the efforts back home to help further in the US and also in India. So thank you for being with us and inspiring not just myself, but everyone here further. So thank you.
After listening to such fantastic speeches, I was wondering what else can I say. I was wondering that all of you must have passed from university where the elocution was one of the principal subjects. And you speak so well, all of you, so I'm really impressed, and you're talking about the future president of America, I think you said. So I will not be surprised if the future president of India is somewhere here in the midst of us. President of US, I'm sorry, is in the midst of us. So I am very thankful to all of you. For the last few days, we have been traveling to the US, and this is just the beginning of our journey. So I think in next another 2 weeks almost we'll be traveling, going to all parts of the country. But as my dear friend Mr. Pandya said, Dr. Pandya, that this is probably the capital of overseas Indians living in the United States. So I should be in the capital for sure. So I'm happy to be here. And when you go to a capital, you have to visit the capital. I can say Chowpatty is the capital of. So I'm really happy to be here, and I'm really glad that what fantastic work Indian Business Association is doing. I just saw the video of the parade. So this is something which I think no other part of the world outside India you can have such a fantastic parade. So congratulations to all of you. Whatever you have made is something which makes all of us proud back home, inspires us to do more, and in a way emulate all of you. Because my two colleagues are here, I will just introduce you to them a little later from university. But universities can talk about entrepreneurship. But as you correctly said, what is the use of classroom training? The best successful entrepreneurs of the world, they probably dropped out of university. I don't think they dropped out with realization that pursuing further course will not add any value. Rather than that, let me go out and start doing something on my own. And many of them started from their own garages. So I think garages have a great value, so all of you keep remember. Don't let the garage out, don't let it out to anybody else. Because that could be the future of a business. So actually, all of you are practicing entrepreneurship of a value, of a nature that I don't think anywhere in the world you can see this. See, some of you came here when nobody knew where America was. The Columbus discovered something, you discovered America for Indians. And all of you are now doing businesses. Some of them are worth several $100 million. Shops, businesses, factories, service centers, many things. But very interestingly, you understood how the business should be transformed. There was a time when people used to say that all motels are owned by Patels. But now, the same business is transformed in such a way that that motel has become probably a 5-star hotel. The business has become a hospitality business. So this is something you cannot probably learn theory of it in a university. So आप कह रहे थे you have that practical training. So something like this, one professor can teach you in the university. But unfortunately the professor has never done business. But someone like you, who have never been professors, and never professed something to be done, but practiced something actually on the ground. So these are the kind of people who are sitting in front of me, and many more, are the ones who are real successful entrepreneurs in a land which was completely alien to them. Many of them could not speak the language of the land, but they knew the language of making money. And they succeeded to such a great extent that today we all should be really proud of them. So I am really happy that I am here. Most importantly, when you make money, it happens sometimes or many times. In the human history, we have seen several examples of that. That when you acquire wealth, you probably lose your ancient traditional culture. because you think making money itself is a culture. And you can store culture by buying expensive paintings, hanging it on the wall, and that's what you think is the only way that I can say and owe my allegiance to the culture. But very rarely you will see people like you who have not forgotten Indian culture. In fact, you work for it, strive hard for it. So you make money, but you also have not forgotten your roots. And that's something which is very rare. So I must congratulate all of you, which are really represented in this Indian Business Association, that all these values, culture and the business acumen is something which is so rare to be found anywhere else. So I'm very happy that you speak so well, so therefore please start preparing for your first presidential address. So when you were speaking, you were saying that all of you like to help Yusuf University. I'm very impressed about how much you know about university. In fact, I will introduce you to just 1 minute. I will introduce you to these are all, both of them are from IIT, Shobhit and Sahil. So he was from IIT Delhi, he's from IIT Mumbai, he's from IIT Delhi, and he's the vice chancellor, he's the CEO of the university. So they are the ones.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
But then we talk about, and all of you said that we like to really support the cause of issuehood. I think one way to contribute to this is giving this huge knowledge of how to carry on businesses like this. How to work in a most difficult environment. How to get over difficult challenges. And that's something no university can ever teach. That's a live laboratory of actually doing it in your own lives that can really inspire people. And I would request all of you to be, I am a visiting professor to London School of Economics. I think each one of you should be the visiting professor to Dushud University by telling them how to do it. As you correctly said, the practical training is very important. My wife is here. She runs an NGO called Manav Sadhan Vikas Samstha, and she has provided this practical training to 100,000 people over the last 25 years. There is no other institution which has given so many people training. It's all practical training. Many of them, these are all in rural areas, in Konkan, which used to be my Lok Sabha constituency. I won 4-time Lok Sabha election from there. But that particular training has helped women not just to earn money, but to earn self-esteem. They are the ones who now feel, here, Adanya Mataji is here, she will tell you that ultimately money can buy so many things. Money can help you, sometimes you can buy even esteem by paying money. I can go and buy an award for myself by paying money. But the kind of self-esteem which stems from your inner confidence and self-realization is something that can come only when people start realizing the purpose of their life and identity that they get from source of livelihood that they create for themselves. So that's something very important. So this is, as you correctly said, this is something which can be done. So let me thank you for this, because there are so many and many of you want to probably go home, eat dinner, somewhere else. So I will just say thank you very much. We are thankful for such a great support that you extended for the university. Will be definitely, that's why I introduced to my 2 colleagues, they will work with you. But also I want to personally thank you for such a fantastic evening. And I think this is something which I really look forward to, so I think I'll come here for the Republic, rather the Independence Day parade soon, so that I can also participate and enjoy the great enthusiasm that you generate through such huge events like this. So thank you very much. I will just say that education at this particular point of time has to play a key role. Has always been, but in this particular point of time, because the new challenges that we are facing in the world are of a magnitude and of a nature, of complexities, that we cannot deal with them unless we change our own thinking, our own mindsets. And changing thinking and mindset can happen only and only through education. Not necessarily formal education, but even by spiritual education that Mataji offers. But education is the only way which can change the mindsets of people. And now, if we don't do that, I think we are heading in one direction. It is running at a speed higher than even the Concorde or even the higher of the light of sound and light at the same time. At that rate, we are heading towards destruction. So we have to stop, think, and re-engineer our own mind and thinking, and that can happen to education. At this particular time, Rishiyod University and universities like that must work. So thank you very much for all your support. I really appreciate your this type of generous participation into such programs like this. Thank you very much.
We are at the meet and greet with Sri Suresh Prabhuji, organized by Indian Business Association and Pandya Foundation. And we have with us Mr. Shobhit Mathur, who is the Vice Chancellor of Rishiyod University and who came to spread awareness. So as well, an alumni of IIT Bombay. He's specialized in computer science, but he's actually spreading awareness of education in different subjects across the globe. Especially, he wanted to bridge the gap between India and United States. And let's find out his vision. Welcome to New Jersey, and how are you feeling?
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for hosting us. Thank you for the amazing event and giving importance to Rishiyod University. Thank you very much. I'm enjoying it here.
Absolutely. The pleasure is ours, and pleasure is to meet you and to find out how you're imparting your knowledge, and you're going beyond the boundaries of IIT, and you have a vision with Rishiyod. Tell us a bit about your contribution to Rishiyod University.
Yeah, I'm one of the founders of Rishiyod University. I'm also leading it as the Vice Chancellor. That's my role, to create a new university in India that has a big social impact. A university that is seen not just in providing good education, good jobs, but also being a part of a nation-building process. That's the intent of Rishiyod. Yeah.
Thank you, Sam. Just give us your vision and your message to all of our Mana TV International and TV5 USA audience, please.
Yeah, so my message would be, if you look at most of you who are in the US, you would have seen amazing academic institutions in the US. Very often we wonder if such institutions can also be in India. Can we provide that quality of education that can think for 100 years ahead in contributing to the nation building process? So thinking not just high quality education, but also an education that will produce the future leaders of India. That's the type of education we want to bring there. That would be my message to all the viewers here.
We are with Dr. Vinod Gupta, who is the professor of physics at Columbia University, came as a special guest at this meet and greet to meet Sri Suresh Prabhuji. So let's find out, how is he feeling about the meet and greet and about the wonderful message by the minister, by the former minister, and how are you feeling about today and the air?
Prabhuji gave a very positive message, no doubt about it. I mean, he's very inspiring. It's very rare to find a politician who turns their attention to education. I think that's what India needs. India should be very proud of giving the world the CEOs like a big giant corporation like Google, Microsoft, and IBM. And there's no dearth of talent in India. Now, I'm really happy that Prabhuji has taken a leadership role in guiding the students in India who will be tomorrow's entrepreneurs. We are really looking forward to it. I'm really thankful for him to come to United States and inspire the people here. Thank you very much.
Few things that Sri Suresh Prabhuji has told us this evening. It has to do with education, but taking education to the next level, right? How do we take the practical knowledge and be able to apply it to the real world by understanding the constant change that goes on with the respective functions in the world, right? And knowing myself, right? I'm a corporate professional, I'm an entrepreneur as well. Being in that space, I think one of the key things that I've learned is how to create sustainability sustainability within that. Sustainability in the sense where you're inspiring more and bringing in a larger base of audience to become part of the cause to reach to the goal that you're trying to achieve, but also sustainability from a standpoint of how the world is changing. We've heard a lot of practices about sustainability from an environmental standpoint, but also continuity standpoint. So these are the few things that Sri Suresh Prabhuji has provided, and I think I will take forward as a learning to be instilled in my practices as a professional and entrepreneur.
Hi everyone, my name is Atarf Parashar. I am a 9th grader in high school and I'm from Plainsboro, New Jersey. And connecting back to what Sri Suresh Prabhuji said in his very amazing speech, I also commend him for his work in education, and inspired by people like him and himself, I'm a part of a nonprofit organization called Unbounded Futures, where we provide education to kids, especially in underdeveloped areas. And as these kids are not taught the basic skills such as like reading and writing, and I really do take Sri Suresh Prabhuji's words to heart, because they will help us even as Unbounded Futures, and even for myself, because those words will help me down the line. And additionally, do a little bit of sportscasting on the side, and I'm planning on to raise money for Unbounded Futures. So please go subscribe to Sports Solid on YouTube. Thank you, and I also want to thank IBA for such a great event tonight with Mr. Suresh Prabhuji, and I'm happy to do more work with IBA in the future. Thank you.